Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Destructions. Thanks for tuning in, and welcome to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay commentary, where I talk about things in my life as well as on my mind. I know I did one of these 3 weeks ago, and that's a pretty short time between two of these commentaries, but today I'm actually wrapping up Course 6, and this is the start of my winter vacation, and I'm very glad for that. So I wanted to take this time and make this video to reflect on some of the things that has happened in these 3 weeks and talk about some things like my health, my homesickness, as well as what I hope to do during the break. Now, before I go further, excuse me if I sound a little bit nasally because I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm still recovering from an illness. I'm going to get to that a little bit later in this video. In the background are 7 moab streaks. The first is a 16 on terminal and the enemy swarmed me. The second one is a 19 on mission. The third one is a 19 on outpost. The fourth one is a 19 on resistance and the game ends. The fifth one is going to be a 20 on terminal and I get sniped. The sixth one is a 21 on Bakara. And the seventh one is a 23 on terminal and the game ended. So as I'm uploading this video, I am officially 2/3 of the way through second year, and it's just been a wild ride, especially this course. I thought it was going to be a relatively easy course, I thought it was going to be relatively chill, and I just realized very quickly on that the material was difficult. You know, the heart and the lungs and the kidneys were just one intricate system that were very interconnected, and it was difficult to really get right, but it's very important to get right because those are the types of patients, those are the type of pathologies that I'm going to have to deal with on the wards. So this last block was renal, which were your kidneys, and we talk a lot about acid-base balance, a lot about kidney dysfunction and, you know, kidney tumors and whatnot, and I thought it was actually pretty interesting. I thought it was just a little bit easier than the cardio and the pulmonary sections, although, you know, the renal test was kind of a different issue of its own a couple days ago. It just didn't do too well, but it's okay. I don't know, it's just really interesting to me to see how the heart, lungs, and kidneys to maintain the vascular system. And it really gave me an appreciation for those three disciplines, how much they overlap with each other. As I was studying the renal systems, and I kind of ran out of Anki cards to do, and I just, learned everything relatively early, and I realized that the gold standard for my learning and my practice for step one and the tests are the problems, and I started doing more and more problems, and basically what I found was I got an m.o.a.b subscription, which is another database for questions and medical knowledge and whatnot for your step one and step two information. So it's a great resource. So I bought that like I want to say February of this year, and I didn't touch it until a couple days ago. And I really wished I had touched that resource way earlier because those are super, super helpful. So as we transition to the next course, which is course 7, the last course out of the 7 courses for the preclinical years here at the USF, I wanted to work in more AMBOSS questions to kind of just do more problems, do more practice, and just stop doing Anki all the time and, basically prep for the boards as well as for my classes. Outside of academics, but still at school, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm in the Select program at USF, and this is a partnership between Lehigh Valley Health Network and the USF. And there is a huge coaching component to this, and we have 2 faculty coaches. And recently for my group, one of those coaches left and was replaced by another one, who is the director of student affairs here. So what was notable in these couple weeks is that she had her very first session with medical students, aka us, in the last couple of weeks. She was entirely new to the medical education system because she hasn't ever worked in a medical school before. Previously, she has experience in high school and in different parts of education that was not the special professional school. And we as students in our group had to really update her and really teach her what we think, how we think as students, how it works here, and just really get her accustomed to it. And recently I met with her as part of the required, coaching meetings. And I was telling her, hey, we understand that you come from a different place and that I'm here to help her to transition better, to immerse herself in the medical education system and help her to become one of us. So far, she seems to be a pleasant person, very cooperative, and we'll see how that goes, you know, the next couple of months, the next 2.5 years or something like that. I think it's going to work out pretty interesting, given our group dynamics and her experiences. So do you guys remember last time I was talking to you guys about being thankful for your health? Well, these couple of weeks have not been very kind to my health. I want to say the day before Thanksgiving, I contracted something, and then the day after Thanksgiving, I was just so much in fever. I was in so much shit, and it was so bad. That weekend was absolutely miserable. Had to take a lot of acetaminophen, aka Tylenol, and a bunch of cough medications, and then it subsided, and then it was on its way up until Monday, which is about a week and a half ago now. I decided to go to the gym, and then I think I contracted something at the gym, and that made it even worse. I was feverish. I just couldn't go to class. I was coughing a lot. I still have this little bit of cough as I'm recording this video, and so you can kind of tell that I'm a little nasally, and just sore throat, and then cough, productive cough. It was so bad. It was I was struggling to kind of go to class as well as listen to lectures, as well as take care of myself, cook well, eat well, and get along with friends. But man, it sucked, let me tell you. It sucks to get sick at this time. I want to say it's probably a strain of the flu or maybe the RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, but I really don't know. I don't think that I would be able to test for it now, and I certainly didn't want to test for it back then. I just toughed it out. I kind of didn't really want to go to the hospital because I didn't really know what they would give me, or they would just discharge me with supportive therapy, which is like I didn't really need to go to the hospital in the first place. And I found out that really thinking back to the previous years and the previous courses, I tend to get sick at the last week of classes for every block. Course 3 was like this. I think I got COVID. I can't really confirm. And then course 4, I did get COVID. I can confirm that because I tested for it. And then course 6, last couple of weeks, just been awful. So definitely going to be very careful with my health, especially around the end of a block, and because it tends to happen to me. While I was sick, I got homesick. And it also didn't really help that it came at Thanksgiving time when everybody came home. Everybody went home for the holidays. And I just said to myself, it's going to be a couple of days at max. And afterwards, I come back. There's 1 week of school. And, then it's finals week. It's really, really just go after that week. And I just didn't really feel like it was worth it to go back home when I can go back home for an extended period of time a couple weeks later. And during that time, I was pretty lonely. I was staying at this apartment, and I just was feeling a lot of homesickness. And I was, thinking about parents, thinking about friends, thinking about the times that I was able to spend Thanksgiving with friends and family. And yeah, it does suck. But, I'm glad that I toughed through it, and I'm very excited to see my parents again. And so it's going to be very fun. And I think that Thanksgiving is one of those holidays, especially for students who are very away from home, that it might not make a lot of sense for students to go back home to celebrate just a couple of days, literally Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. And, it's so close to the finals week for so many professional students, college students, whatever you name it, graduate students. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense for people who are thousands of miles away from home to go home to celebrate with their family for just a couple of days. But I want to say that on the flip side, I found a new home, temporary home, albeit, in Tampa, and I really enjoyed some of the perks I get living down here. So it's been nice, and that's always, my homesickness has always been balanced by this opportunity that I have right now and where I live. So I can't really complain. But, this will be solved very soon as I board a plane back home, and going to really take advantage of this time back home. Really close out the year of 2022, spend it with family, friends, do the things I want to do, and just chill out before another round of the marathon. I already have some plans, personal plans, friends plans, professional plans for the break. And one of those plans is to just rest very well, and also to make some videos. I have some ideas for some of the videos that I wanted to make, and some of them I'm gonna save for a little bit later, but I might increase the frequency of my uploads during this time. I definitely want to get out some moabs that have been sitting on my hard drive for a while now, and they just really needed to be uploaded. So now I have a little bit of time to work on them, so I'll get to working on them, and I'll be able to share with you guys. So I think in terms of the upload schedule, it will probably be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, unless otherwise indicated. I want to say there is going to be at least 1 week where I only upload like Monday and Friday, and but otherwise I would say that I have probably enough time to make some videos, especially not only for this break but also for January, and I'm looking forward to them because it's another cathartic thing that I felt like during second year so far I was not really able to do. And sometimes during my studies I just felt so drained that I didn't feel like uploading or editing videos after a long day of studying. And so I'm really able to reconnect with myself after these couple of weeks to just grind out some videos and share them with you guys later. And with that said, I wouldn't be doing all of this. I wouldn't be, commentating and editing videos without your support. So your support definitely means a lot to me. So yeah, in the next couple of weeks, look forward to maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday upload schedules. That's it for this commentary. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on the next one.
I was so close, dude.